It's interesting. I think they're probably going to change it up a little bit because they probably realize that it limits my movement.
That's what I saw in the...
Yeah. So I think they realized quickly in the pilot where, okay, I mean, it's a great look, you know, but I think it probably needs to be a little bit more functioning, you know, allowing me to move more. So that was something that we talked about. They're going to change that, you know, especially when it comes into comes into Los Angeles. You know, he's got to change up his warrior guard.
How he blends in.
Yes. Yeah.
In the pilot itself, we saw an almost desperation to how you wanted to get Lucifer to go back to hell. Are we going to see that escalate at any point, do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's going to start kind of employing different tactics. You know, Lucifer seems to be resistant. You know.
Understatement.
Yeah. So I think that he's going to have to start resorting to things that probably make him feel uncomfortable. Manipulation, maybe disturbing life on Earth, disrupting that balance more. So Lucifer sees what's really happening, things that I don't think Amenadiel ever thought that he would have to do. You know, I think he just, I'll come here, I'll tell him he has to go back, he's my little brother, he'll have a few sarcastic comments, but in the end, he'll go back. And that proves not to be the case.
What do you think sets it apart from other genres? Would you classify it as a
I would, simply because the characters, especially Lucifer, Amenadiel, Maze, I mean, they're all kind of otherworldly. So I think it kind of lends itself where it can go so many different ways. I know we're kind of, they tell us, very loosely based on the comics. There's something about that for me that's exciting because there's so many different areas that they can go with the story, and it is something that's going to remain character driven. So I think you'll be kind of finding out more and more about each character as the shows progress.
So, well, Lucifer and the characters' relationship sounds antagonistic. I haven't seen the pilot yet, but will there be a possibility that they're going to have to work together to do things? And is it entirely antagonistic? Or?
I think right now it's entirely antagonistic simply because they're on opposite sides. I have a funny feeling that some otherworldly things are going to start to enter into the world of Los Angeles that Lucifer's not going to be able to close his eyes to. That they're going to have to, I think, work together to solve some pretty big problems. Now, how long that lasts, I really have no idea. You know, but I can see them at some point having to work together. That might be season 2. You know, but I can't see them on opposite sides for that one.
Being loosely based on the comics, how much did you go back and read, or how much did you know Sandman? How much did you know going in?
When I got cast in it, I didn't know it that well, but before we started shooting, I read it, you know, and then only to find that it's like everything that you read and studied is not in the, you know, so it's kind of like, oh, I did all this homework, and all right, it's kind of not there, but there's something just as an actor. I mean, that you know, we kind of, there's always that kind of geeky, nerdish side of us that loves to do that type of research because it just kind of allows you to think and be creative in so many ways that we're able to kind of infuse our characters with things that maybe the average viewer might not get. But I think for fans of the comic book, they'll hear certain lines and know there's a double meaning there. You know? So I think there's stuff like that that's really cool.
Is there anything in particular that was your entryway into the character? Something about it that you just absolutely latched onto?
there's a certain kind of intensity that he has, and this kind of just this focus of getting him back. I mean, just this that he doesn't stop to question anything. He's not a very inquisitive person. It's just that he follows orders, you know. And so I think there's a passion and there's a righteousness there that I think is a lot of fun to play, because we all know at some point that's going to come crashing down, and then how does he deal with something that he believed in so strongly? How does he deal with it not being exactly what he thought it was going to be?
Thank you.
Thanks.